the challenge here for me is you want to keep it a little bit light.
No, it's good.
No, I understand. It's good though, dude.
Do you think religion is only for broken people?
I think we're all broken.
I agree with you. I think we
that's
all
the
have
reality.
those thoughts. We all have dark thoughts, maybe, and we all need something.
The people that I feel most cautious of are like the people that are outwardly not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people that are just too nice. You're like, what the fuck?
No, what I mean
anything
is
going on. He's too.
I mean,
Don't believe it, man.
There's a lot of sadness out there. There's a lot of brokenness, and a lot of it's behind really tidy facades. You know, I've got a Volvo, 2 kids, and a dog, but I'm quite sad. You know? I've got the dream, but things aren't right. And I think that there's a heart problem, and that heart problem is knowing that we are loved, that we are affirmed. I had a friend who was an amazing scientist, and he did some studies into why people do extreme sports, and a really interesting study why a lot of blokes, sort of the top end climbers, did it, and it was quite an interesting take. Really, a lot of it was about the affirmation of their father. And like there was something missing there. They were waiting for that tap on the back from the dad saying, "Wow, son, you've done a good job." And they started to find that affirmation in friends saying, "Wow, man, you're rad, you're really cool, you've done it." And they find it there, and they're looking for that. You've done well. And I think that's the story of the Bible, that we want that. We want God to say, "I love you," and I believe He has, and He's shown us that by sending Jesus. And I think through belief in that, we have that relationship with Him. It is not because there's anything that we've done. It's not because I'm not a great, you're just your average guy but I believe that I'm loved and I have a relationship with God, if that makes sense. And I think that's very different. It's very different to, I've got to work to gain His attention. I've got to work to gain His approval. I've got to do these things, for Him because I fear Him. I want to do those things because I love Him. Like you would your own father. I want to do right by you, Dad, because you've loved me.
What was your relationship like with your father growing up?
Yeah, good. I had a great dad.
That's where I feel like is a little, for me, it's a little bit hazy, because it's like you're saying father, like the God figure is like a father.
Yeah.
Why can that not just be your actual father? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is it almost like the God figure is like a higher power, obviously even above your father or your family or your whatever that person is in your life, whoever that person is in your life? I mean, maybe it's a stepdad, maybe it's just an inspiration, or
I think that's our hearts are longing to fill a gap that is in there, and I believe that gap is a Jesus-shaped hole.
Right.
That we try to fill it with lots of other things, and it may be our dads, it may be our relationships, it may be our families, it may be our sports.
It needs to be something bigger.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, more after the. I got it. You see, you were going to do it, weren't you?
I was like, waiting. Like, I was gonna ask you what the meaning of life was.
More after meaning of life after the ad break. Did you enjoy this clip? If so, please like and subscribe. The full episode is available by hitting one of the links on the screen right now, or type the Ride Companion into your favourite podcast app. We've even put links in the show description for you. Cheers!